Hey everybody, it's Miss T from the Children's Library of the Plainfield Public Library. Thank you for stopping in for another special STEM project. Now, first of all, just want to let you know that on Saturday, March 26th, beginning at 12 noon, you can join us on Zoom or right here in the library in person for New Jersey Makers Day. For more information, you can call us at 908-755-1111, extension 129. That's 4 ones. I know I said it pretty fast. Or email us at yp@plfdpl.info. Okay, so there's the information. And what will we do Makers Day, you ask? Thank you for asking. Well, we're going to do hovercrafts, and that's our featured project. But our feature maker is this lovely lady right here, the one and only Miss Mary Golda Ross. Okay, so we're also featuring her right now in our STEM project as well as the hovercraft. So, what do you need for your hovercraft? Thank you for asking. So we need one CD. Okay. Now please, if it is not yours, or even if it's yours, kids, please ask permission to use it. Okay. Thank you very much. Now you need also one pull top cap, and a pull top cap is just what it sounds like. That's a top that looks like this, and you can pull the top up, or you can push it down. And usually CDs may be on laundry detergent bottles. Okay? Once again, don't empty a bottle out to get the top. Please ask permission, okay? Thank you. We also need a balloon. And if you want to decorate it, if you have markers, you want to paint it, or if you have stickers, maybe jewel stickers like these, you can use those as well. And I think I'm going to use this. I have this to blow up my balloon, but if you can blow yours up, have at it. All right. So now, what is a hovercraft? A hovercraft is a vehicle, right? And it moves on a cushion of air. So you can actually, hovercraft, you can use them on water and on land. And a hovercraft can move cargo, which means, big things like furniture, big beds, things like that, cargo. They can move people and they can move cars. Okay, so that's what a hovercraft does, and that's how it moves. And actually, we also have pictures of it. And I'm showing you pictures from Adventures in STEAM by Georgia Amson Brashaw. So in here, she shows you how it works. Okay, how a hovercraft works. And what some of them look like. So we have one here and one there. Small pictures. And so that's what they look like, and that's what they do, and that's how they work. Okay? So, now, for your hovercraft, you can start with your CD. Now, you can decorate, well, first things first. You want to glue this on to your CD, just like this. So you can use a hot glue gun, or if you put it like this, if you have a hot glue gun, please ask for permission or supervision to use it. If not, you can use a strong duct tape, anything like that, just to secure it so it will stay in place, okay? Because it will move. So you need that flip top to stay in place, okay? So that's the first thing. After you've done that, then you can decorate it. So you can take your markers or your stickers, jewels, and then you can go ahead and decorate. So while you do that, I am now going to put these to the side right here. And we're going to focus now on Mary Golda Ross. Now, Mary Golda Ross is recognized as the first Native American female engineer. She was born in the state of Oklahoma, and she was raised in the Cherokee Nation. Now, while as a child and in the nation, of course, school was provided for all girls and boys. However, Mary still found herself the only girl in her math class as a teenager. And by the way, teenage girls were not expected to excel in math or science, and that was in the 1920s. So the boys in her class didn't even want to sit next to her. But she says that only inspired her to get or maintain grades better than they did. Okay? Now, Mary continued her education beyond when she left high school. She went to college, and in time, she earned not one, but 2 degrees in mathematics. She also studied astronomy. Now, do you know what that is? If you study anything in space, that's astronomy. So, studying stars, planets, comets. Can you name a planet? Earth? Very good. What's another planet? Jupiter, Saturn, very good. Okay, so all those qualify. If you study those, you're studying your astronomy. Now, she also taught high school, and she taught math and high school science. And she also became the advisor at a school in New Mexico, and it was called the Santa Fe Indian School. Mary continued to teach until World War II began. So life for lots of people, the entire worldwide changed. And it was no different for Mary Golda Ross. In fact, on the advice of her father, she moved to another state, and that state is called California. And she got a job at a place called Lockheed Aircraft Corporation. She was hired to do math, but she realized what she really wanted to do was research, design, and improve planes. In short, she wanted to become an engineer. So Lockheed helped her because she worked there. And then she took classes because she realized that she needed to know more. But the question was, would the all-male staff accept her, or would they act like the boys from her old school and leave her by herself? And what do you think happened? Ah, surprise, they accepted her. In fact, she became part of the team. She shared what she knew. She helped solve problems. She asked questions, and she gained their respect. Then the war ended, and she became part of another team at Lockheed. This time, this team had a name, and that name was called the Skunk Works Division. No lie, that's what it's called, the Skunk Works Division. And it was called that because the team, Mary's team, actually worked inside a circus tent, just like pretty much like the tent I'm sitting in. But next to them was a big building that stunk. So they had a sense of humor about it, and they called themselves the Skunk Works team. So what did this group do? Well, because, like the book says, it's classified. A lot of what Mary Golda Ross did, to this day, we don't know. However, we do know that she worked on missiles and satellites, and she even helped to send astronauts all the way to the moon. So she had a very, very interesting career and did many things. Now, Mary Golda Ross was recognized on a TV show, and she also received lots of awards for her work. She even had a coin made with her likeness on it. Along the way, she helped many people, especially Native Americans, and she also helped young girls. And she was quiet, but she was steadfast. So, salute to you, Mary Golda Ross. She, as somebody called her, she was a secret star who inspired all that she met to blaze their own trails, just like she did too. Okay? And that's Mary Golda Ross. Very nice. Now, how are you doing with yours? How is your hovercraft going? Going okay? All right. Also, if you want to know more about Mary Golda Ross, pick up this book, Classified: The Secret Career of Mary Golda Ross, Cherokee Aerospace Engineer, written by Tracy Sorrell. Now, if everything is in place, all right, got the gems on, you got your flip top up. Now, we're going to put the flip top down. Make sure you put it down, okay? And I'm going to stick your balloon, you can stretch it out a little bit, and you can go ahead and blow yours up. Now, I'm going to use this little hand pump here because, me too, I can't stand when balloons pop. And sometimes, I can just try to blow and nothing happens. So I'm going to use this right here. Now, however you do it, you just want to make sure that the air stays inside. So grab it real fast, and you can even give it a little twist. So give it a little twist on the bottom. Then you're going to take our hovercraft, and you're going to put this right on over the top of the flip top. Okay, so just make sure that the air doesn't escape. All right, and I'm going to just put it here, and now give me a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You pull the hovercraft up, and there it goes. And off the table. Nice. Very good. How did yours go? If you got to work on it, that's fine. That's okay. If you have to add more air to your balloon or get another balloon, just keep trying. Don't give up. All right? Be like our featured maker, Miss Mary Golda Ross. She didn't blaze trails by quitting, and don't you either. All right, so this is Miss T from the Children's Library of the Plainfield Public Library. Hoping to see you at Maker's Day. Please call us for more information. But if I don't, be well and stay safe. So long for now.